My great granny was a Targaryen princess.
Yeah. Episode 19.
Took a little time off to play the NCAA, the College Football 25.
We're emerging from our cocoons of college football.
Man, had a lot of fun, a lot of heartache involved. Lots of heartache. We left it all out on the field several times.
Out on the sticks.
But there's because of that we're not ever allowed in the stadium again.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I like that this game is kind of like reinvigorated is like, oh yeah, like being a man. Like one thing college football teaches you is like men can and should throw tantrums. Like throw things, kick, stomp, cuss.
Did your dad ever throw tantrums when you were growing up?
I don't know that I'd call it a tantrum. I'd more call it a felony.
A meltdown?
I don't know. Yeah, my mom threw, but I guess, I don't know. I don't want to get into gender roles here. But my football coach threw some tantrums, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Threw a lot of things, kicked a lot of things, cussed a lot of 14-year-old boys up and down.
What's so funny about being
made 14-year-old boys question their manhood.
What's great about being a high school football coach is that at the end of the day, your job rests on the shoulders of 16-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you convince 16-year-olds to care about something?
Yeah, to lay it all on the line. Can you make 16-year-olds accept that brain damage later in life is worth it?
Right.
Dude, what's funny to me is when the managers in baseball pitch a fit. Because they go from like 0 to 60 like that. You're just like sitting in the dugout, nothing's going on, spitting my sunflower seeds, and then it's like, it's on.
Yeah.
Up in that ump's face.
Right. And I don't know.
Dude, the umps should, like, it's funny that, like, because the umps, like, if it gets physical, the umps are covered in armor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The umps are covered in armor.
I think they're probably, that's why I think that the first base umpire and the third base umpire, second base umpire, they should also wear the full, like, suit.
Dude, you know how, like, that would be cool. You know how, like, baseball, like, every once in a while they get out of hand and there's, like, a brawl?
Yeah.
You can tell that there's not a lot of real, like, it's not about the fight, it's about the game. Because if it's about the fight, every single one of them would be armed with a baseball bat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine just, like, how many people are even on a baseball team? 18?
40? No, like 40.
Goodness gracious. Lots of pitchers.
Did your football team ever get into a fight in high school? Any brawls?
Yeah. On a scrimmage game we did one time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
We got into a few. We got into one on a scrimmage my junior year, man. It was crazy. Here's the thing about like high school football fights. It's all filmed.
Yeah.
But just like one angle, like way, way up there.
Yeah, it's not like in college where you got like the camera that's on the wires like coming down real low, getting good pictures. Yeah, dude, my high school football coach like encouraged fighting.
Yeah.
like we would do these things called back attacks, which is just like in spring training we would just like all the linemen would go just attack the running our skill position players and throw them around like rag dolls.
Dude, one time the fight that we got into in high school, there's this one guy on my team. I think it actually was my senior year. He had never played football before. He'd only been a baseball player, and he like had decided to play football his senior year. And we got into a fight. He pulls his helmet off, starts hitting people with it, and it's like
that's like pulling your goalie.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a great offensive weapon,
right.
But you lose all defensive.
He's a glass cannon at that point. And then the next day or the next week, you know, we're huddling up as a team, we're watching the film, and then we watch the fight. And, you know, the coaches are like, look, Elliot, if you're ever in another fight on a football field, leave your helmet on. Grab the helmet of a freshman. Use
really
that
funny.
as a weapon, but not your own.
Dude, speaking of that, I remember when we would watch film. My sophomore year, we did it on Sunday evenings.
Yeah.
We would come in and watch film, and we sucked my sophomore year. And it's just, I remember just going in and just like, having a panic attack because I was about to get like chewed up and down in front of all my peers.
Right.
But it wasn't like just me. Like we were bad. Like everybody was getting those hands from coach.
Yeah.
It was so scary. Dude, football was some of the scariest I've ever been, and never for games.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I did something and I have to face my coach. Workouts, dude. When we were freshmen and sophomore, we used to get scared of workouts.
Yeah, man.
Because it was going to suck so bad. It was going to suck so bad. And me and my friend Corey, because we had workout first period.
Right.
And we had block schedule. So it was 1/4 of our day was spent lifting weights and jumping and running. And we thought it was so funny because our teammates would see us in the hall after class, and they wouldn't have weightlifting until like third block. And they'd be like, hey, what is it hard? What's going on? And we're like, no, dude, we didn't do anything today. It's so easy. When really, like, we're like break still sweating and shaking from not being able to stand. That was fun. But it was also really fun to tell people it was going to be terrible when it was going to be easy.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah, dude, we did our full workout, and then we, ran bleachers or whatever afterwards, and so-and-so puked, and like this and that and that. And then they get there, and coach would be like, all right, boys, grab the dish cleaner, grab the window cleaner. We're going to clean these dang windows.
Yeah, dude. That's what the thing about high school football coaches also have, like
a custodial staff.
They have like 100 teenagers ready and willing to do free labor
just
for
a
them.
Battalion. They had just like for real, like go to war.
Dude, we helped my high school football coach move one time.
I bet. I bet.
And that counted as one of our summer workouts. We had to do like 3 workouts a week, and that counted as one of them.
It really shows where the coach's priorities are. Yeah, man. Football was. It was scary sometimes.
Oh yeah.
When you got older, though, it was fun. Like I like going to practice.
Right.
But when you were like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I just acclimated to how. I mean, obviously, I got bigger and better. But
you got in shape.
Yeah, but it was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary.
But yeah, college football 25. It's really fun. It's the closest thing Matt and I ever came to playing college football.
We're both like big Vol fans too, but we're like there's certain players on the team that we like hold a grudge against now who are like real players.
Yeah, we don't even know. We've never seen this guy play in real life.
But he's really on the team, and we hate him.
He keeps threatening to transfer.
He's mad at us because he keeps threatening to transfer.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, we're a run-heavy team. You knew that when you came here.
You should have known that. Yeah. It's like Coach Heupel, he just totally changed his offensive philosophy. He was throwing the rock around. Now he's running the triple option. It's ridiculous.
Man, I'm excited for college football, like the real stuff. As a Tennessee fan, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am ready to be heard again.
We always say that, though. We're always ready.
I really think I'm really on the bandwagon this time going into the season. And I haven't been like that since I was in college, probably.
Yeah.
When Lane Kiffin was there was the last time I was like, oh, we might win the title.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing, man. Like, when I was – so we won the national championship when I was 5 years old, 1998.
I was 8. I don't remember it.
I don't remember it either. I mean, I remember going to a party, and I remember it like the party, but I didn't appreciate it at all. I was not a fan at all. But I'll say this. If we can guarantee that my son will have that same experience, where he will see the Vols win when he is 5 years old, I will take losing the next 5 seasons or next 4 seasons for that 5th championship.
That's fine. We can win again in 5 years. I can feel it in the air. Yeah. Listen, when we lose like 4 big games, don't rub it in my face. But I'm hype. I'm ready.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be fun. I'm hype for the Titans, too.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans are going to be not as good as the Vols, I think. But I'm still excited about it. And here's the thing, man. This is like it's the end of July. We're recording this on July 30th. This is the time where everyone has hope. Yeah. You know?
Magic is in the air.
There are 60 teams in college football that are like, we have a chance to win it all this year. And in reality, maybe 8. There might be 8 teams.
I think we're one of the 8. I really do.
We have to. Yeah.
I really do.
But like once the season starts, once we're halfway through the season.
I mean, you got to win games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to win the big games regardless.
Once we're halfway through the season, we'll be like, there are 8 teams that can win the championship.
Yeah.
Maybe fewer, maybe 6.
Well, I mean, no. It'll be 12 because the playoffs team.
Technically, but.
Because it doesn't matter how bad you are once you get to the playoffs.
Technically, yeah. But it'll be like Cincinnati and Miami.
Some of that March Madness. We're going to start having Cinderellas
in college football. It'd be fun, man. UCF could have been a Cinderella years ago.
TCU made it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
Just got pantsed.
Was UCF the one that went undefeated?
That was Florida State last year.
Well, no.
UCF.
There was one that went undefeated. It was when Georgia and Alabama played. They went undefeated.
Yeah, I think it was UCF or Cincinnati.
And they beat Auburn in their bowl game.
Yeah.
And Auburn had beaten both Georgia and Alabama. That was each their one loss.
Yeah.
And then UCF beat them and had a perfect season.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Another thing I've been doing is watching that House of the Dragon. Hot D, baby. I like it. I like the show, but it is kind of funny because, like, I know you haven't really seen it. This isn't really spoiler, but like, there's a scene where they're like trying to find. They got like more dragons and they have actual dragon riders, so they're like trying to like. Oh, we'll see if this guy can ride a dragon and he get like burned up. So they start going with like all these like bastards and stuff. People have been born out of lead block, and it just reminded me of like those people being like, my great grandma was 1/16th Cherokee princess. My great granny was a Targaryen princess.
Yeah, Cherokee princess.
And it's like I'm 1/16th Targaryen.
Right. That's funny.
I don't know. It just reminds me of that, and it's just like. That, well, the way it is like, oh, there's a few dragons. If you can claim it, like, you get all the glory and all the riches. And, like...
It's like, how much do you believe your great-granny?
Yeah, exactly.
Because my great-grandma said that her dad was half Cherokee.
And he was.
And he was not. We did the Ancestry DNA test. He was... there's none. 0%.
That was just a thing.
Yeah. It's
growing up in the South.
Very Southern thing.
And especially in the country. Somebody gets a tan and they're like, they start making dream catchers.
Yeah, right.
And I know it's offensive, but it's also kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
There was in the park at my hometown, there was a giant tree carved into a Native American. And it was just like no Native Americans lived in my hometown. There was like a few people who claimed to be, but like, you know, in the same sense. Who knows? Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some Native Americans around here, but I wish there was a little bit of Targaryens. You might have a little Targaryen in you, Andrew.
I could.
You might be a little bit Targaryen on your mama's side.
Yeah, I mean, I've got those Targaryen eyebrows, you know.
Oh man,
I'm victim to a lot of the Targaryen proclivities as well.
Proclivities, yeah. Andrew can't see his brother no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Daniel both. You kind of remind me of the two main Targaryens in this show.
Hell yeah.
First season.
Hell yeah.
Daniel, you're Viserys.
Okay.
And Daniel is Daemon.
Damon.
That
reminds me of the West Memphis 3. Damien.
This one's for you, Jesse Miss Kelly. Dude, I think we talked about this once before, but like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, something like that, me and Andrew got really into the West Memphis 3.
We should just make this a West Memphis 3 podcast.
I guess the update. Dude, what's the name of the subreddit where they still think they're all very guilty?
Yeah.
And they like all like, not only do they think that they killed the kids, but they think that they killed the kids as part of a satanic ritual.
They're like, the police were spot on, actually. Yeah. They got it all correct.
Yeah. Over some technicality about their rights.
Yeah.
They got it overturned.
It's like, why would they admit it if they didn't do it?
Yeah.
That's the thinker. Why would you admit something you didn't do?
Yeah. I was thinking today that me and you are kind of like the movie Twins.
Yeah.
And I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger because I have an accent.
Okay. Nice.
And you're Danny DeVito because you're...
shorter
and losing your hair.
Oh, thank you. You weren't supposed to tell anybody that. I got my spray in the mail.
Hairspray?
I've been using it. Yeah,
like not hairspray, hair loss reduction.
I call it bald be gone.
Bald be gone.
Yeah,
it's like Pirelli's Miracle Elixir.
Michael's Secret Stuff.
Dude, it's so funny how like the old like snake, like real snake oil salesman, and they'd be just like, "Oh, you can drink this and it'll cure your aches and pains, or you can rub it on your bald head and your hair will grow back."
Dude, seriously, Hims, the company Hims, they really are modern day snake oil salesmen. Here are the things that Hims sells. They sell liquid that can make your hair grow back, pills that make your dick work again, and pills that make you not sad anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, just imagine somebody coming to town in the 1700s being like, we got all the stuff you need. Things to make your hair grow back. Things to make your penis work again. Things to make you not so sad all the time.
Yeah, I did a bit about this a while back, but like there's like the company is like split into two websites, hers and Hims, and like hers is like very much like are you sad?
Yeah.
Are you sad with the how hard it is to be a woman in a man's world? A woman in a man's world. Go to hers.com. And hims.com is like, can your dick not get hard? And it's like, really, it's like, well, I mean, if a man has a big enough boner
and hair,
he will forget that he's depressed.
Right. All a man has to be, all you have to do to be happy is have hair and a functioning penis.
That's all. That's all we want.
Yeah.
Dude, it is kind of interesting how like all the podcasts, Blue Chew, we're bringing to our first sponsor.
Yeah, no, not
Blue
at all.
Chew. No, we're not.
We'll never be sponsored
by Blue Chew.
By anyone.
By anyone. Oh yeah.
That's our promise.
No, it's not.
We'll never be sponsored.
No, it's on. If anybody wants to sponsor us, hit me up on Instagram and I'll talk Andrew into doing it.
Why don't we just say
what could be the funniest sponsor we could get?
What is something that we would just be adamantly against?
What would we be adamantly against? Brought to you by the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man, Twitter maybe? I don't know.
Twitter. Yeah, instead of that, Twitter is advertising
on us.
That's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon of advertising. Yeah. We're advertising every company.
Right.
I don't know what. I'll tell you what. We would never ever do, and that is propane.
We'll never pull a Joey Chestnut and advertise vegan hot dogs.
That's our word.
I think we can say that.
That's what you have our word on that.
We will not promote vegan hot dogs.
If and when we do promote hot dogs,
we'll do Nathan's.
I
just think that we
Hebrew Nationals also.
We'll do Hebrew Nationals too. But
Ballpark can go fuck itself.
I just think that we need to keep our options open in case, if and when we want to enter the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest. I don't want to have vegan dogs on our record. You know?
Remember I know we talked about this one time, but you just remind me of that is the hot dog marathon.
The hot dog eating marathon, yeah.
Where it's a hot dog eating contest, but it's how many you can eat over days and weeks.
A month, over the course of 1 month.
That's too long. A week is perfect because you could do how many for real, if you pushed yourself, how many you could do?
In a week?
In a week.
If you're getting let's say you're saying you get $10 per hot dog or $20 per hot dog. How many dogs do you think you can eat if you get $20 per hot dog?
And I just that's my full-time job.
In a week.
$20 per hot dog.
Could you do 10 a day, you think?
Probably.
For a week?
Yeah, dude. Definitely. 10 a day. I could do 2 in the morning. 2 for go on Hobbit.
Yeah.
We've had first hot dog, yes.
You wake up in the middle of the night and eat a hot dog?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, I could do 10 a day. That's only $200 a day.
But it'd be $1,400 total, right?
I mean, yeah, if you did the whole week. I was thinking I got off I'd eat chicken on the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, if you did the whole week. No, it's the Sabbath.
I bet you if I push myself and it's just 1 week, it's not like my job in perpetuity. If I just did 1 week, I could at least make $2,000 for $2 a hot dog.
Okay. So would that be 100 hot dogs?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, 100 hot dogs. Yeah.
I bet you I could do 100 hot dogs. I bet you I could.
That's not that much money, though. That'd be miserable.
Yeah, it's not worth it. In fact, Andrew, if you want to put the money on the table.
I don't want you to, man. It might cause long-term damage to you.
Might. The nitrates. My nitrates.
Yeah.
make a Super Size Me type marathon or documentary.
So Super Size Me, that guy died, Morgan Spurlock, right?
Yeah, he died because he was an alcoholic, right? Apparently.
Yeah.
No, I think he had cancer.
He did have cancer.
He had cancer. The thing about him being an alcoholic is like that was affecting all his doctor stuff in the documentary.
That's exactly. That's why he was like so messed up in the documentary.
The doctor was like, "You've been eating a Big Mac every day for a week. And I'm surprised you're still standing."
And he's like, he just wakes up
and like
starts.
Half of America was like, "What?" I guess I just got good genetics.
He wakes up and he's like, he goes to McDonald's and gets like a McGriddle meal, and he just barfs all over himself. And he's like, "Man, this McDonald's is really taking a toll on my body, and it's not the half of liter of whiskey I drank
last night." Yeah, he's like, because this McDonald's, I accidentally ran into a stop sign on my way home because I was so fucked up from the McDonald's.
And literally, like, it causes Congress to intervene.
Yeah. I've got to go in for a job interview. I'm going to chew some gum so they don't smell the McDonald's on my breath.
Dude, I can't believe McDonald's didn't sue him for
It's so funny, too, because, like, McDonald's got rid of the super size.
Yeah.
Dude, back then, you could get just ridiculously sized stuff. The super sized drink was, like, this big.
Yeah, it was a gallon of soda.
Dude, KFC came back, like, they were like, "Here's a bag of soda." Do you remember that? They're like, "You buy a Pepsi by the bag."
Jeez. It's like getting milk in Canada.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny how they have, like, their own... pitchers just designed for bags of milk.
Yeah.
And over here we're just like, we don't care that this giant gallon jug takes up so much room in my trash can.
Right. No, we'll give it to me in a paper carton or something. I don't care.
Stack it to the sky.
Right.
If they print in Canada, they print lost kids on the bags of milk.
Yeah.
It's just like an inlay, a print off.
Yeah, who's this wrinkly kid?
Did you anybody? I remember when I was growing up. I don't know why. I guess the bag of milk made me think of this. But I wish Waterbeds would come back.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna talk about Franzia, but
Dude,
Waterbeds.
Oh, the Tour de Franzia. My mom's dad, my papa on my mom's side had a waterbed.
Yeah,
and I just remember thinking it was the coolest thing in the fucking world.
I mean, they are cool. They're, they're not great for your, body long term.
Are they not really?
I feel like you would have such bad back problems if you just slept on a waterbed every day.
I don't know. I thought it was like kind of like the way that the water was pressure sensitive.
I would like to have a waterbed at
I bet you're probably right.
A cabin waterbed would be nice. Every now and then you go to the cabin for the week. Like John Ike, our friend John, who has a lake house, he should get a waterbed.
That would be cool.
Do they even sell water? I wonder how much a waterbed is.
I'm sure they do.
Okay,
sell them.
I'm going to find out how much a waterbed costs. How much do you think just the waterbed is? Just the mattress?
Well, don't you need like a special frame?
Oh, do you? Okay.
I feel like you do.
Okay, how much is a waterbed?
I'm gonna guess like $800.
Dude, I was thinking like $2,500. Let's see. This is saying 90% off.
Can't move a waterbed.
Wayfair selling them for $1,200. Let's see this waveless waterbed. A waveless waterbed is just a bed, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is not a waterbed, dude. This is false advertising.
How much was it?
$300.
For
but there's no water in it.
Then how's it a waterbed?
That's what I'm saying.
So it does look like you're right about $1,200.
I said $2,500.
Oh. Well,
this is waveless too. I want one with waves.
I mean, that one does have waves, right?
This says waveless.
No, over.
The Walmart one?
No. The one.
Well, this one's $11,000. This one probably has waves.
No, that one's a waveless one too.
Wave waterbed. Okay. That's just the mattress for $250. This is really great podcasting.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, $300 actually. You can have your own waterbed. You got to fill it up in the sink though.
Yeah, and you don't have any place to put it.
Yeah.
Just like literally like a blob that rolls around your room.
Right.
What else did you do this week?
Oh, I don't know. We watched some of the Olympics today.
Oh yeah, the Olympics are back, like clockwork.
Yeah,
Some people are pissed.
They're mad about
They're
the
pissed off
opening
about
ceremonies.
about the final dinner.
Yeah,
Disrespecting the final dinner.
I wonder if there's any people that are like, well, I believe in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
And I think it's disrespectful that they portrayed Dionysus like that.
The Dionysus. Dionysus is the Greek god of what, like partying?
Yeah, he's like the harvest god and
Hell yeah, just
the
like
wine god
of having a good ass fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him. He looked like a Papa Smurf.
Yeah. He did look like Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
In it, I don't know, man. I didn't watch. I've just seen stills.
Just seen the pic, because that's the thing. NBC won't let them see video. Won't let them show videos. So you just can see the stills unless you get Peacock, which we have. We can watch the opening ceremony now if you want.
Interesting. I also saw Wolverine versus Deadpool, or Deadpool versus Wolverine, or whatever. Really good, man.
Yeah,
really good. And I've like pretty much lost faith in superhero movies.
Yeah,
but I had like a good time watching that movie. Probably the funniest movie I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah,
and also like very hype. Like, oh, heck yeah! Like,
I've never seen a Deadpool movie.
They're funny. They're funny. I think this one was the funniest one, but people online probably disagree. I haven't seen the first one in a while, but the second one was just kind of like so-so for me.
Yeah.
So the first one might be as funny, but this one really had me like really laughing.
Everyone says it's good.
And it's like, it had a couple like really inside baseball type, like, it's like meta on top of meta on top of meta.
Right.
But it's just like, when those jokes work, they work.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
You saw Long Legs too?
I did see Long Legs. I like to go to the movies. I've kind of rekindled that recently. I like Long Legs a lot. Or I liked Long Legs a good amount. Like, I give it like a 7, maybe like a 6.5. I do think it was like overhyped.
Yeah.
It was so much atmosphere that like it was very like reminiscent of other movies, like very influenced by movies like Silence of the Lambs or Seven.
Yeah.
But I felt like those movies had better plots. The atmosphere was like equally as creepy, in maybe even more creepy in Long Legs, but just I didn't feel like the plot was like driving the story.
Right.
And so it lost points for me on that. It was a good movie though.
Yeah, I might go see it.
I liked it, but people online are like, this is the best movie in the past 10 years, without a doubt. The scariest movie since The Exorcist.
What?
And I'm just like, no, it's not. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Heredity was a very scary movie. Hereditary.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That was scary. I thought that the what's the other movie that's kind of like that? That's like the Wicker Man kind of. It's based on the Wicker Man.
Oh, Midsommar.
Midsommar's pretty good.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I showed both of those to Raina. She liked Hereditary a lot more.
Oh, man, I think they're both really good.
Did you ever see The Witch?
I was going to say The Witch is the other one that's like in that same vein.
I only saw The Witch one time. I need to rewatch it. I remember it being like really creepy.
It's really creepy. Really creepy.
I remember it being like, like the dad is like, oh, everybody in town sucks and is sinful, and so we're all gonna live out here in the woods where I slowly let us starve into death. Like, and
there's something out in the woods.
He was like, good, and it just like kept showing him chopping wood because that was like all he was good at was chopping wood.
I think they got kicked out of the village because he was like they called him a heretic
because he just like got the Holy Ghost or something,
or he just didn't believe what they wanted him to believe. He was a rebel. He said, "Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me."
Yeah.
But that was good. Dude, I saw Twister this weekend.
The old one.
The old Twister.
I've been thinking about rewatching that because
it's pretty good.
People like the new one. It's a fun movie. I remember it being.
I think that is not as good as if I had watched it as a kid, because like the special effects are really good for 1996.
Yeah, dude, I saw a thing of Bill Paxton in like one of the sets, and it's like a house, and like it's supposed to be spinning, but like it's just like everything is tilted. It looks weird, and he's like walking around it, like almost gives you like motion sickness. When the first Twister came out, I think I told you this, but my uncle, it basically turned my uncle into like an amateur storm chaser with no equipment.
Yeah,
like he would just be like driving to the eye of the storm.
That's all it is. It's just like the TV show Storm Chasers, but
well, I think
fictional.
the TV show Storm Chasers
Obviously,
wouldn't even exist because
Right.
Twister was like a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
It was good, man. I liked it. And Philip Seymour Hoffman's in there. I like him a lot.
Man, he was a really good actor.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of really good movies.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I don't got much else. Just did some shows. Got some more shows coming up, and yeah, it's been a good week. Been anxious. I don't know, man. I've been very anxious lately.
Kind of a lot on your plate, man.
Yeah. So we'll probably just call it there. But
Well,
hopefully we got some clips, and yeah, we'll do this again sooner. Maybe we'll have another guest.
yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.